Okay, let's talk about money. For so many of us, it just feels like this tangled web, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It can be overwhelming, confusing.
Yeah, or just a constant source of stress in the background. We
Right.
all sort of know we should get a handle on it, master it, but the how-to, well, it often feels buried under like a mountain of jargon and frankly conflicting advice.
It really does. It's
Yeah.
hard to know who to listen to.
Exactly. And that's precisely why we're doing this deep dive today. We're unpacking Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins.
A big book.
A very big book. And look, it's intense. Maybe not for everyone in its style, but you can't deny it helps a ton of people gain financial control, build actual wealth.
It's definitely made an impact, yeah.
So our mission here for you listening is to kind of cut through all that information, pull out the core insights, the practical steps.
The golden nuggets.
Yes, the golden nuggets. We want to find things that can genuinely be your shortcut to clarity, to action in your own financial life. We're going to navigate how you can really master your money, build that financial freedom, and hopefully cut through some of that noise.
And there's so much noise.
There really is. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Like, we have more information available than ever before, but why does taking control of money feel harder?
It's a strange paradox.
Why is now such a critical time for this? We hear it all the time, people feeling trapped by debt.
Or totally confused about investing.
Yeah, or just stressed. Stressed about making ends meet month to month.
And what's really fascinating here, I think, is how fundamental the mindset shift is that Robbins talks about.
So,
Well, his core idea is that most people just lack the practical financial education they need.
right, it's not taught in schools usually.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
not just knowing what a stock is, right?
Yeah.
It's understanding how inflation quietly eats away at your savings or how fees work, those hidden fees.
Oh, yeah, the fees.
They can silently just drain your wealth.
Mhm.
Or how taxes impact your long-term gains.
Yeah.
It's that kind of knowledge that puts you in the driver's seat instead of just reacting.
Precisely. So many people are just passengers reacting to financial weather. The book's whole purpose is to empower you with that knowledge, give you a clear roadmap.
So you're the one steering the ship.
You got it. It's about empowerment through real, actionable education.
Okay, so it's not just theory. Robbins actually lays out a roadmap, right? These 7 steps he talks about.
He does. 7 simple steps, he calls them. And they really are the backbone of the whole thing, a blueprint.
Let's unpack those a bit. Where does it start?
Okay, step 1. And this is crucial. Make a clear decision to take control.
Okay, sounds simple enough. But what does that really mean?
It's more than just, wishing things were different. It's a real commitment, a foundational decision that you are taking full, radical responsibility for your financial situation from this point forward.
No more blaming circumstances or the market
Yes,
or...
Exactly. It's saying, this is on me now.
Hmm.
And it really raises the question, doesn't it? Without that first firm decision, can anything else really stick? That's a really powerful point. Feels like step 0, almost.
Yeah.
But practically, what does that look like? Is it just thinking differently or...
I think it's both. It starts with the mental shift, accepting, okay, I can do this and I will do this. But then it has to become tangible. Like actually sitting down, maybe opening a spreadsheet or even just paper and looking honestly at where you are right now. Your income, your debts, your spending, even if it's uncomfortable. That's the decision in action.
Okay. So you make the decision, you face the reality. What's step 2?
Step 2 is learn the rules of the financial game.
Okay. What kind of rules are we talking about?
Things like those hidden fees we mentioned. Understanding how they erode your wealth over time. Understanding taxes, how they affect your investments.
Yeah.
Market cycles.
The fact that markets go up and down.
Right. They will cycle, it's guaranteed. And fundamentally, how different investments actually work. How they make money. What the risks are. Without knowing these rules, it's just so easy to lose money.
Often without even knowing it's happening.
Precisely. Silently slipping away.
Okay. Rules learned. Step 3.
Step 3. Set clear, measurable financial goals. This is where you have to get specific. What does financial freedom actually mean to you?
Right. It's different for everyone.
Totally.
Yeah.
Is it retiring early, buying a specific house, funding your kids' education, maybe just feeling less stressed day to day, more security?
Having concrete goals makes it real.
Exactly. It fuels your motivation, gives you something clear to aim for. It stops being this vague idea of getting better with money and becomes a tangible target.
Makes sense. So you know the rules. You have your target. What's the next piece? How do you actually, play the game?
That brings us to step 4. Create a simple, diversified investment plan.
Okay, simple sounds good. A lot of people get intimidated here.
And that's the key message. You don't need to be some Wall Street wizard. Robbins really emphasizes using things like low-cost index funds.
Which basically just track the market, right?
Yeah, they track a broad market index like the S&P 500. So you get instant diversification, owning tiny pieces of lots of companies, usually at a really, really low cost.
And diversification itself is key.
Hugely important. Spreading your investments across different asset classes, stocks, bonds, maybe some real estate, or alternatives. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. It minimizes risk.
Yeah.
The whole idea is to keep it straightforward, effective, and built for the long haul.
Okay, simple, diversified.
Yeah.
But markets do go down sometimes. Step 5 must address that.
It does. Step 5 is protect yourself from market downturns. Because, like we said, markets fluctuate. They don't go up forever in a straight line.
Wish they did.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
But yeah, this step is about strategies like asset allocation.
Which is?
Basically strategically balancing your investments. So maybe when stocks are down, your bonds are holding steady, or vice versa. So one part zigs while the other zags, kind of smoothing out the ride.
Okay.
And he also talks about specific downside protection methods, ways to safeguard your wealth during those rough patches. It's about building resilience, not panicking when things get volatile.
Got it. So managing the investments, what about the money coming in and going out?
That's step 6. It's a two-pronged approach. Increase your income and control spending.
Offense and defense.
Exactly. Building wealth isn't just about smart investing. It's also about actively growing your income. Maybe negotiating a raise, starting a side hustle, advancing your career.
Bringing more in.
And at the same time, managing your expenses wisely, knowing where your money is going, cutting waste. Optimizing both sides of that equation.
Okay, that makes sense. And the final step.
Step 7 is crucial. Commit and keep learning.
It's not a set it and forget it thing.
Definitely not. Financial mastery is an ongoing journey. This step stresses discipline, sticking to your plan even when it's tough. It stresses adjusting your plan as your life changes. You get married, have kids, change jobs.
Life happens.
Right.
Yeah.
And it stresses continuously educating yourself. Reading, listening to things like this. Because the financial world is always changing. New products, new rules.
So it connects back to step 2, learning the rules, but ongoing.
Absolutely. It's about continuous adaptation, a lifelong commitment to your financial health.
Wow, okay. That's a pretty comprehensive framework. But you mentioned earlier what makes this book really stand out. The access Robbins got.
Oh, yeah. This is where it gets really interesting.
He interviewed, over 50 financial legends, people like Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio, Carl Icahn. I mean, these are the titans.
Truly the masters of the financial universe. Sitting down with them, getting their unfiltered insights. It's pretty unprecedented.
So what were the big takeaways? What did these giants agree on?
It's fascinating, actually, how much consensus there was on certain core principles. First, and this came up again and again, emotional discipline is paramount.
More important than stock picking.
Way more important, according to them. Your biggest enemy isn't a market crash. It's you. It's the fear that makes you sell everything at the bottom, and the greed that makes you pile in at the top.
The panic and the euphoria.
Exactly. Mastering your own emotions, staying rational when everyone else is losing their head. That's the key.
Okay, what else?
Second, almost universally, they warned against trying to time the market.
Trying to guess the peaks and troughs.
Yeah. They basically said, look, even the pros can't do it consistently. You're far more likely to miss the best days in the market, which can kill your returns or just get whipsawed.
So it's about time in the market, not timing the market?
That's the phrase, exactly. Stay invested for the long term.
Makes sense. What about those fees you mentioned earlier? Did the Titans talk about those?
Oh, constantly. That was a huge theme. The insidious impact of fees eating away returns.
Insidious is a good word for it. Sneaky.
Totally. They hammered home how even a seemingly small fee, like 1% or 2% a year.
Which sounds tiny.
Right. But it doesn't just reduce your return that year. It steals the compounding power of that money. Over 20, 30, 40 years, that small fee can literally cost you hundreds of thousands, even millions in lost growth.
Wow. It's like a silent tax you don't even realize you're paying. I know I've definitely looked at statements before and just wondered, where did it all go?
Exactly. It's crucial to keep costs low. That was a major point.
And the flip side of fees stealing compounding
is the incredible power of compound interest working for you.
Einstein's eighth wonder of the world.
That's the one. They all stressed just how powerful consistent investing is over decades. letting your returns generate their own returns. It's a snowball effect.
It really makes you think, are you actually using that power? Or are you letting fees work against you?
That's the critical question, isn't it? Are you harnessing this force or fighting against it?
So building on that idea of harnessing power, Robbins really pushes this shift, doesn't he? Moving from actively working for money
To having your money work for you.
It sounds simple, but it feels like a really profound mental shift, a total paradigm flip.
It absolutely is. And this is where the idea of passive income streams becomes central.
Okay, define passive income in this context.
We're talking about income you receive without actively trading your time for it on an ongoing basis. Things like dividends from stocks or funds.
Money just showing up in your account.
Exactly. Or rental income from investment properties, royalties from books or music or patents. Income from a business you own, but don't actively run day to day.
So multiple streams.
Yes. And what's really liberating about this concept, you see, is how it frees you from relying solely on a paycheck. Building and diversifying these passive income sources creates real financial security. Your money starts generating more money even while you sleep.
That's the goal. Right. True financial independence.
That's the essence of it.
Okay, this is all fantastic. Inspiring, even. But let's bring it back down to earth for someone listening right now. Feeling motivated, maybe a bit overwhelmed. What are some immediate practical things they can actually do today or this week?
Right, because theory is great, but action is what matters. Based on everything in the book, and especially those interviews, here are a few concrete steps.
Let's hear them.
First, commit to continuously educate yourself. This isn't a one-and-done thing. Keep reading, keep listening. Money and investing are skills you build over time.
Okay. Lifelong learning.
Second, you have to track your expenses. Know where your money is going. Then use that information to create a realistic budget. Not some impossible restriction, but a plan for your money that aligns with your goals.
Facing the numbers again.
Absolutely. Third, and this is maybe the most important for long-term wealth, start investing early. Even if it's just a small amount. $20 a week, $50 a month. Whatever you can manage.
Because time is the magic ingredient for compounding.
Time is everything. Every day you wait is a day. Compound interest isn't working its magic for you. So just start now.
Okay. What else?
Fourth, automate everything you can. Set up automatic transfers to your savings account on payday. Set up automatic investments into your index funds.
Takes the willpower out of it.
Completely. It builds consistency effortlessly. Fifth, make it a top priority to avoid high-interest debt, credit cards, payday loans. That stuff is financial quicksand. It works compounding against you at terrifying speed. Avoid it or pay it off aggressively.
Okay, crucial. And finally,
regularly review and tweak your financial plan, maybe once or twice a year. Life changes, goals shift, markets move. Your plan needs to be a living document, not something you create once and forget about.
that makes sense. Keep it relevant.
Exactly.
So it sounds like a really clear roadmap, and Robbins definitely presents it with a lot of conviction.
He certainly does.
But we all know, even with the best map, you hit roadblocks. Things get in the way. Besides the obvious stuff, what are some of those maybe less obvious mental or emotional hurdles that tend to trip people up?
Yeah, it's definitely not always a smooth ride. And you're right, some barriers are subtle. Fear is a big one.
Fear of what? Losing money?
Fear of losing money, sure. But also fear of making a mistake, fear of looking stupid, fear of even looking at the numbers because they might be scary. That fear can lead to paralysis.
Just doing nothing.
Exactly. Procrastination is another huge one. It feels complex, maybe uncomfortable, so you think, I'll deal with it later. But later often never comes, or it comes too late.
I can relate to that one.
I think most of us can. And then there's just misinformation. There's so much bad advice out there, so many get-rich-quick schemes or overly complex strategies designed to benefit the seller, not you. It's easy to get sidetracked or confused.
So how do you push through that? What's the perspective from the book?
The perspective is setbacks are normal. Everyone makes mistakes. The market will have bad years. The key is persistence.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. Learn from the mistakes. Don't repeat them. Keep your eyes on your long-term goals, that why you established back in step 3, and just keep putting one foot in front of the other. It really comes down to resilience.
Sitting with it.
Yeah, and being committed to the long game. Because let's be honest, right? If mastering money was super easy, everyone would already be a millionaire.
Good point. So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you listening? Money Master the Game, it's clearly more than just a finance manual.
Much more.
It feels like a guide to shifting your whole mindset about money, about your future, and ultimately about your life.
Yeah.
By really taking these principles on board, you move from being that passenger
To being the driver.
Yeah.
Taking control of your financial destiny.
Absolutely.
So, maybe a final thought to leave you with, something to chew on after this deep dive.
Go for it.
Consider this. We talked about the immense power of compounding interest over decades. If that's true, what's just one small, consistent financial action? Maybe automating a tiny investment or cutting one recurring expense. What's one small thing you could automate this week? Something that, compounded over your lifetime, could genuinely, dramatically reshape your financial future.